Hello, I'm Allison, and I am against banning books, which America loves to do. A little background history on banning books. Historians believe that Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe was the first book to be banned in America. It was banned by the Confederacy for pro-abolitionist agenda thought. And it aroused a lot of debates about slavery. And the Confederacy did not like that because they were trying to keep the South alive. So, because Harriet Beecher Stowe is from the North. So that's super interesting. And my favorite quote of all time, this hangs above my bookcase in my room, is "A room without books is a body without a soul," by Marcus Cicero, actually. Which is the most brilliant quote in the whole entire world. Because banning books hinders one's ability to think for themselves. Like, books create cognitive thought, especially ones that are from different time periods. Like Uncle Tom's Cabin, To Kill a Mockingbird, Of Mice and Men, by John Steinbeck is a big one. This one gets banned like every other year, I think. According to the American Library's Bill of Rights, parents and only parents have the right to prohibit and control their children's reading material. The government has no control over this, it says. And then banning books hinders one's ability to think for oneself. Like, it really does. To be able to just get lost in books. Like, this book is sad, but it teaches you about how a human is. Whether it's true love that makes you mad, or a handicapped way of being that, where he kills his brother. That's like, for the reasons why, though, is still like unknown. But you can yes, why? But Mice and Men's super sad. But he's like one of the top authors of the 20th century, 21st century, John Steinbeck. He's taught in a lot of high schools. I read him in high school too. And I think of Mice and Men, here's the original front of the book. Really good book. And then 2015, American Library Association speaks of a parent wanting to ban another famous book, Mice and Men. The reason why he wanted to ban Mice and Men was because Jesus Christ uses a swear word in Mice and Men a lot. Like, a lot. And it has some sexuality, but the parents had said when they filed it was that it went against how they raise their kids for respect. And it undermines their teaching. So it's just another way to make a robot, It's just so crazy. Like, they banned Harry Potter this year. I'm mind blown. So crazy. And books are just a portal into a different life experience for young kids. I loved reading these books in high school. I still read them. They're good books. You learn empathy, you learn what pain is. Like Ernest Hemingway, I have a couple of his books. They're super depressing, but the way they're written, he earned a Nobel Prize. Oh, sorry. Pulitzer Prize, Piltzer. I always can't pronounce it right. For his book, his forward thinking of the times. And these writers were at the time the book was written, they were ahead of the time. And the government, they don't like that because it's a progressive forward thinking. I don't know. Super crazy. I don't know what to think. And then even books or materials that have any educational value. And the decision about in the classroom should be based on the professional judgments and like standards, not individual preferences. Like, you know, for kids, for one parent to get upset about you having to read, like I remember a couple of kids were like, they couldn't read Catcher in the Rye in my class in like 8th and 9th grade because it was Catcher in the Rye, like, scandal. And they would opt out of the assignment, and that's just totally fine. So, but we were all still able to read it. But now it's like way bad. Like just for them to ban Harry Potter is so crazy to me. But in conclusion, to ban books is against your First Amendment right. Like it's against the free thought process that our forefathers put in place for us and our rights. Like for this to have gone on for as long as it and still happens, but like they get reinstated, but just even the mere audacity of these people and the government trying to control us, our minds, our choices, they can't take that away from us. That's our first right in the Bill of Rights. And so, in conclusion, the most important part about not being able to ban books is you take away an experience lived through the eyes of a child into an adulthood. Like it gives them building blocks. It opens up their mind to new thoughts and makes them more empathetic to others around them, especially nowadays where everyone's involved in their internet and their phones and they look down. You know, reading books help us get into each other's shoes, possibly, and feel something different than our own selfishness, which is so common nowadays. Thank you.